you sound good.
Okay.
Check,
Yeah.
1 2 1 2.
Hey, just
good.
because I don't talk really
Check
loud, but
one.
I just want to know
You
that
can have lots
you
of
guys
fun.
can hear me.
Check 2.
Beautiful.
The much we can do.
Right. Check 3.
Wow.
Yeah.
Check 4.
Annoying as I can give you.
And you guys want to get more coffee?
I feel like you're like naturally like the adult in the room, like, you know.
He has his moments, though.
Usually somebody's got to sacrifice, and that's part of being a team, part of being a group. You're not always going to be 100% happy.
No,
with
I seen the
everything.
documentary.
So some of us have had to compromise, and we are a democracy. So some.
You were a boy and now you're a man.
Yeah, well, I was a man before Nick was
Yes, all of you are fathers now.
Yes.
In one word, what kind of a father are you?
And just the whole of Europe, I saw these guys actually bring all their families on the road, before in our last world tour. So, but I'd like to say that I'm like a little bit of every single one of these guys. So, my fathering sort of behavior or the things that I do really comes from them.
Really me, personally.
I think for me, I'd say if it's one word.
Somehow it got misconstrued that he tried to get into the group and didn't.
Because you said it in an interview.
Because you said it. He never auditioned. I never said that.
You elaborated.
And they took what I said
expounded
and
on the truth in an interview, and now it's legend.
This is my point with the flea market crap.
It is legend. I didn't do the flea market. That was Lou. That was Lou. I am not the flea market.
Oh my God. So all you have to do is ask one question, and we'll just go.
Yeah.
Have you noticed
My
that?
goodness.
We'll just go.
It's true.
Hey, what was the first song you ever heard on the radio, and where were you at? All that.
I was in Brian's car leaving rehearsal.
This is not true, AJ.
Yes, it was.
Once again,
You
Not true.
heard it on the radio.
Listen, no.
but you gotta hang on. No more. But you gotta hang on to the chair. Backstreet Boys. Oh my God.
Tell me you got that on camera.
All right, I don't know if I heard the full story, but Kevin, you told me about the time that you're in the, what do they call, the riser at the beginning of the show, or maybe it wasn't the Vegas show, but it was one of your tours, and I guess you guys in these giant risers, and Kevin, you get stuck in one, right? What's that story? Because I know you were really mad when you were stuck up there.
No, wait. Well, you're getting a couple of stories mixed up, AJ. But the lifts. So do you remember our first tour when was it Mike Morin was our tour manager?
Yes.
And we didn't have the budget to go to a professional stage company and have our set built. So we got some welders and some counterweights, and we were trying to have lifts in the stage, right?
What
Well,
could
they
possibly
could
go
never
wrong?
get mine right with the counterweights. So we all raise up. So the concert in Orlando where there's a lot of silver in the trussing and there's a silver BSB on the stage, there's a DVD or VHS of it. That's the tour. But we came up. So I'll use my chair as a prop. We all came up, and everybody came up above, and their feet came up to here. I came up to here and stopped. And so I had to crawl out of the lift to get up on stage. It was embarrassing. And then on the Millennium Tour here at the Forum, we flew in the opening. We rose up and we flew and landed on the stage. And then during quit playing games, we harnessed up and flew out over the audience.
Yep.
I got stuck over the audience for 2 songs, just hanging there.
So we're under the stage doing a quick change, and I'm looking around like, where's Kevin? And you can look through the crevice, and he just.
Hold on.
Hey guys, how you doing?
But this was a trend.
And we're in LA, right?
This is a
Everybody in
trend.
LA is jaded. They see all the shows. I'm like, I can't believe we're in Los Angeles. I'm just dangling over everybody. I'm so mad right now.
But didn't you get stuck in the rafters at the award show as well?
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, the American Music
The
Awards.
American Music Awards.
The American Music Awards, was it the 3 of us that came out of the ceiling?
Yes, because we jumped over something.
We're coming out of the ceiling. We do this, film this video of the fans chasing us, and
Wasn't
then we're
that
supposed
Billboard?
to. And then
Was it Billboard or
No,
American Music?
You know, it was the American Music Awards. We come down out of the ceiling, and I come down slower than everybody else. AJ and Nick get to the deck, and they pop out of the things. Their things come right off, and they start doing the choreography with all the dancers. And I'm stuck dangling about, you know, I'm almost to the stage. I just can't get there. And then I finally get down, and I can't get my harness off. And what's weird is my wife danced in that performance with us. But I got to my mark late, and
he was a little pissed.
I was so mad.
The Euro.
I love that we call it. Okay, this is a question for Cynthia Frontini, and she says, we've been through a lot of points in our life and where we thought about quitting. What made you change your mind? And honestly, I can't tell you the name yet.
Yeah.
That's good. Backstreet Cut that in half.
Hey, has anybody seen the bathroom? Oh, hey! What's up, guys? You guys are supposed to laugh. Hey, Camilla wants to know, has Vegas been everything we've expected? You know what? I think it's been actually more than expected. Wouldn't you guys agree?
Yes, it's been fantastic.
Wow, and thank you so much, Camilla, for your question.
That's why we added more days.
Love you. I'm going back to the bathroom.
Where's Brian?
Taking a poo.
Story. I bumped into Kevin and his family on the jet coming back from Vegas at one time, and you were telling me and my wife and my daughter Sophie about the story where you were in some outfit, whatever it was, maybe it was a Ninja Turtle outfit, and this kid kept bugging you. What's that story, real quick?
I was Leonardo at Disney MGM Studios in Orlando. We'd come out and we'd do a little martial arts dance show, and then we'd sign autographs and take pictures for a half an hour. Those were my first meet and greets. And so this one day it had rained, so we had to go inside the theater where they actually did the Mickey Mouse Club. And inside that theater in the lobby, we were doing a meet and greet and taking photos. And this little English kid, was like grabbing the back of my shell. And he was like, Leonardo, can I have a photograph, Leonardo? And so I got down on a knee and signed his little book and took a picture with him. And then I'm doing other people. And then it's like, Leonardo. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, Leonardo. And I'm like, yeah. And then he did, and you know, this is going on for like 10 minutes. And then finally I just leaned over and put my mouth like right on his head. And you weren't allowed to speak. As a Disney employee, if you're a character, you're not allowed to speak. It's very strict rules. And I just went, wait. Like that, right over his head. He's like, oh yeah. And he left me alone after that. So.
Guys, you said recently that in these 26 years, you have seen the best and the worst of each other.
Yeah.
We all know the best. Tell us the worst.
We have a show tonight. So
yeah, we have a show tonight.
Each of you, because the rest of the band says something that we don't know, some secret. Or
I'm late all the time.
Okay.
That's a bad thing that I have.
I stress a lot.
I oversleep.
Okay. What about Nick?
I flatulate a lot.
Oh my God.
Okay. Brian, okay.
I guess based on Kevin's comment yesterday, I tend to take the truth and elaborate it a little too much and tell very tall tales.
It's otherwise known as lying.
No. I was taking the truth and elaborating on it.
Lying.
Brian.
So lying, yeah, exactly.
And for me, I'm just a straight asshole.
Oh my God.
Hey, we got a show tonight. We didn't get mad at each other.
Hey, we accept each other for all of our faults. We can all be.
Well, let's just cut to the chase. I technically hired my wife. Along with these four other guys.
It's true.
Wow.
Along with these four other guys.
Howie. We all hired her. You and I hired her.
Actually, Kevin
We interviewed her.
That's right, we did. And I got the best
It's only
part.
getting weirder, dude.
This is, I think, actually, we had just done the Billboard Awards back in, 2000?
Wait, he just said he hired his wife.
It's kind of, it is true, I did.
It'll make sense here in a second.
Leonardo. Anyways, got hot in here. Okay.
Was she the nanny of the kid going like,
So anyway, we just done the Billboard Awards. I think it was like 2000. And the next day we were all in LA and we had a slew of meetings.
that our management had. It was picking out stuff for like the next tour, merchandise. It was like a long, like probably a good 5-6 hours. And so at the very end, they said, we just got one more thing that we'd like you guys to do. Is anybody willing to volunteer to stay back to interview this person we want to do for this website kind of idea? And so Kevin and I were willing to do it. And
Website content on tour, website content, someone to upload it, do all
totally.
the content. Yeah.
And at the time, actually, I think none of us even knew exactly what the internet
was a new thing.
It was, and we were actually, our management came up with us. We were pioneering this. Like, besides having just a website, we wanted to create something like a VIP experience for our fans. And so they said, we have this girl that we'd like you guys to interview. And I just remember Kevin and I being there, and I'm like looking at her going, I'm so exhausted. I'm so hungover. I'm like, man, she's pretty, but I'm so tired. I'm like, she's good, she's cool, whatever. And next to know, I wasn't looking for anything serious, neither was she. And then at the time she came out on the road with us, and I just remember around that time, most of the guys were all like in relationships, and on the days off, a lot of them were like, on either playing Nintendo, Nick was doing, or the other guys were like calling their girlfriends. And so I was the one that was always like, shit, let's go out to hang glide in Rio and on the Copacabana beach, and let's go to the pyramids and just do fun, cool, like exploratory type stuff. And so needless to say, the website was basically a Howie D website for a whole year there.
He was the only one doing content. All right, so I'm not sure if this was a fan or not. You tell me. So we're in Germany. Yeah, we're in Germany. We're at a club. I go in the bathroom. I'm at the urinal, standing there like this. All of a sudden, this dude's like, "What's up, AJ?" And I just ignored him. So I kept going.
Why you gotta put your hand there? It's okay. We got it. We got the idea.
Dude, I'm at the urinal.
Okay, we got the idea.
I'm acting it out.
Okay.
Just play along.
Okay.
He's like, "What's up, AJ?" I'm like, I'll just ignore him. He's like, "What's up, AJ?" I'm like, "Bro, I'm not AJ." He's like, "Don't lie." And I'm like, dude, I'm
It's
like,
the longest pee in history, by the way.
Wait. Well, I'd been there for a while. So he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. So I'm like, let me finish. So I finish and I'm walking out. He's like, "Nice to meet you, AJ." I'm like, "Dude, I'm not AJ." And so this is when it turns from, is this a fan? Is the guy insulting me? Is he a hater? Is he trying to make me feel bad and insult me? Or is he honestly making a mistake and he thinks I'm AJ? Because it happens. AJ, Joey,
So wait, calling
Kevin.
you AJ is insulting you? Hmm?
No. I'm
is.
saying, no.
It is.
No. I'm saying him knowing that I'm me, but saying and like I'm gonna mess with this guy because he had like 4 or 5 other guys with him, right? So,
Story.
cut to security had to come into the bathroom, and I'll leave it at that. I was choking him out.
Wow.
No, let me
Yeah,
finish
but you
it.
didn't
Wow.
put the tie
Wait,
on.
let me finish it.
I can't remember the rest of the story, but Keith and Drew know what I'm talking about.
As he goes to walk out, okay, he walks by, right? Pretend I'm really tall. Get on your knees, right? So he goes like this. He goes, "Call me AJ again." Hold on.
And the guy was like, "I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry."
So he gives him
I'm
a
sorry.
hug, and he's like, "Okay, cool."
And then I walk out of the bathroom. He's like, "Bye, AJ." That's what happened. That's a true story.
That's exactly how it
In
happened.
Germany, in a bathroom, in a club, some guy was messing with me, and I almost got arrested. Anyway.